Sheridan, it's time to wake up. Sheridan? Damn it. Sheridan promised that she would leave Luis to come back to me after he fell asleep, but she didn't. My wife just spent the night in bed with a man who thinks that she's his wife. So I'm supposed to just look the other way while he sleeps with my wife?
Of course not. Luis isn't well enough to make love.
He doesn't think so, but you...
Please, be quiet. Luis thinks that this is our honeymoon. I can't refuse to lie down with him, but that's all. I will lie down with him until he falls asleep, and then I will come back out to you.
Sheridan was right. Luis couldn't have made love to her last night. He wasn't up to it. And even if he was, she would have refused him. I should have known. I should have known Sheridan fell asleep. That's why she didn't come back to me last night. I'll just let her sleep. Good morning, Mrs. Booth. I trust you'll find my coffee to your liking.
Chris, I'm so sorry. I know I promised that I would come back out to you after Luis fell asleep, but I must have fallen asleep too.
You did. I checked on you earlier. I was going to wake you up, but after what you've been through, I thought it best you sleep.
You are amazing.
Am I now?
I know this whole situation with Luis is hell for you. I mean, here we are just married, and I've asked you to let Luis think that he and I are married so the shock of the truth doesn't undermine his recovery. And you have.
I am bloody damn amazing at that. But even a pretty damn amazing guy like myself has limits. And I am way past mine.
It won't be much longer now.
It can't be. Even though I have my concerns for Luis's health, I'm not going to sit by and just watch you pretend to be his wife. Last night will not happen again. Luis will sleep alone tonight. I just thank God that he was too weak to make love to you. But Luis has to know the truth before this situation arises again.
I will tell Luis as soon as he's stronger.
You haven't changed your mind, have you?
About what?
Well, I asked you last night again whether or not you wanted to be with me and not Luis.
I told you. I'm committed to you.
But that was before you spent a night with Luis. And that begs the question. After spending a night with Luis, do you still want to be with me?
That must be Eve. She said she was going to come by this morning to examine Luis.
I'm just amazed that Luis is alive. But I guess whatever Alistair is involved in makes anything possible.
Sheridan!
Excuse me, I need to take Luis's breakfast.
Of course. You go on. Chris will fill me in on what Luis has been through until I get to examine him.
Okay.
Coffee?
No, thanks. Chris, this must be difficult for you, this situation. Considering you and Sheridan just got married in Hawaii?
Yeah, right before she married, Luis.
Yeah, I heard.
I just hope you can give Luis a clean bill of health so that Sheridan feels safe enough to tell him that I'm her real husband. Unless...
Unless what?
Well, right now it feels as if Sheridan doesn't want to tell Luis that we're married. And I've seen the closeness between them firsthand. It makes me wonder if Luis and Sheridan can ever be with anybody other than each other.
I think I'll have some coffee.
I know their love was special. But was it really that special?
Chris, I'm not gonna lie to you. The love Luis and Sheridan share, it's extraordinary. It's almost mythic sometimes. But a lot has happened since then.
Well, we've waited long enough. Luis must be through eating. I'm sure you can go and examine him now.
Well, thanks for filling me in on Hawaii.
And what you told me about Sheridan's feelings towards Luis prior to him leaving town, it does mirror what you told me.
You know, when Luis couldn't seem to believe what Sheridan knew, that Marty was her son, it broke something between them. And I'm not sure that that can ever be fixed, but I am sure that Sheridan loves you. And I don't think you have to worry about Luis taking her away from you.
Well, that's what Sheridan keeps telling me. But the more time she spends around him, the more she seems drawn back to him.
Yes, but you think just that's natural for anyone who finds someone that they think that they've lost. I'm sure Sheridan would never betray you to be with Luis.
No.